Hello, my name is Jamie and welcome back to the channel. Unlike any other channel that showcases Pokemon Go PvP content, my channel exclusively showcases Shadow Pokemon. So if you're into that type of content, I'd appreciate it if you could like and subscribe.
So let's get into today's video. I know the leagues are rotating very shortly, or perhaps they have rotated once you've seen this, but they are only on a week rotation. The Great League will be back very shortly, and although it is the season of Spice, occasionally I do run a team that you can absolutely fucking smash the meta with, and my god, does Shadow Beedrill hit the meta hard. It's a beautiful core breaker, can play against both Trevadent and Walrein. It also has great play against Scrafty, Double Dark, or Nidoqueen Double Dark, which is usually Scrafty and Umbreon. It just has such great matchups. Triple counter gets wrecked by Beedrill. Even some of its hardest counters like Galarian Stunfisk and Bastiodon don't want to take a Shadow Drill run. Obviously Registeel also doesn't want to take drill runs, and obviously Lock-On does absolutely fuck all. So you already know that Beedrill's going to absolutely tear it up, and as Swampert Community Day is returning, you're about to see the GOAT, as always, do GOAT things. So getting into the first battle, we pick up a Nightmare lead against Drifloon. We go into our save switch of Sableye. The opponent does make a beautiful catch on the foul play. However, Shadow Sableye really doesn't care because they switch into a Meta Chan, so I'm pretty puzzled to why the fuck you'd switch out. Perhaps they're triple weak to Meta. We aren't going to shield shit. We are going to commit to the farm down. Psychic is resisted. We're super healthy. We've almost got 2 foul plays. Good to go. What is coming back in? In the back is that Registeel that we already spoke of. This Registeel is definitely not going to lock on us down. They are going to have to dump energy. I'm farming up. We are almost at the back-to-back foul play once again. Is this Reggie going to start burning shields? There's the first shield. Do we make the second one? We actually bank the foul play. We switch out into the Beedrill, hoping to draw out the Drifloon. Once again, they fire off the Zap Cannon. It does not KO. Out comes the Drifloon. I am firing off a double resisted drill run. Both X's and drill run are resisted. I think I was only going to get to 1 move, so we do fire off the drill run. We can now come in with Sableye. We are going to win CMP. Does the Drifloon want to burn its second shield? Yes, they do. They actually CMP tied us. Best case scenario, you already know the GOAT is absolutely going to clutch out this game. We come in with Swampert. We still have 2 shields, and I look like I am going to save them for season 54 because that, my friend, is an icy wind and we aren't going to shield it. Back out comes the Reggie. So we overfarm. This Hydro Cannon should be enough to take out the Tin Can. See you fucking later, Tin Can. And we've got the Hydro Cannon locked and loaded for the Drifloon, and we're off to a 1-0 start with a nice 2 shield flex. So GG's and thanks for playing. Moving on into the next battle, we see a Walrein in the lead. This is pretty neutral. We sneak a poison jab, so I'm going to shield this up and see what the opponent wants to do. So the opponent does make a switch out into Hypno. We are taking super effective from Confusion, so I'm going to throw this X-Scissor and transfer that second Confusion onto Sableye. The opponent did not shield, so we can commit to the farm down. We are resisting Confusion, and this is just a punch. It doesn't do too much. Sableye is going to leave with a bucket load of energy. Should the Walrein return, as we've now denied a Powder Snow, we should CMP tie on the second foul play. First foul play gets the shield. Second foul play, we do CMP if the opponent has thrown. If they were smart, they would have overfarmed. Let's see. It was a CMP tie, so best case scenario for us. We are going to allow our Sableye to go down. The opponent actually snipes us with a Shadow Gary. I'm not sure that is something I really want to see. A Swampert really doesn't want to see a Waterfall Gyarados, especially not a Shadow Gyarados, as we are really squishy. So we are going to come in, get off as much poison jab damage and X-Scissor damage as possible. We burn the opponent's last shield. The second X-Scissor even resisted. Shadow Gyarados is so glassy in the Great League. Gets him into the red. I now switch out into Swampert. I'm going to shield this move up. They aren't going to make 2, so we're going to get to the Hydro Cannon to take out the Gyarados, and we aren't in Icicle Sphere range, so this should be a GG. Even if the Icicle Sphere does take us out, we have got a tiny bit of health on the Beedrill, and we would be able to poison jab down. However, Swampert, as always, does GOAT things, and we clutch up this game. So GG's and thanks for playing. Moving on into the next battle, we see the battle of the Bug Poison types. However, we resist all moves from Ariados, and we can hit for neutral with Drill Run. So they do fire off a lunge, which is resisted. It does do fairly decent damage as Beedrill is quite glassy. We burn the opponent's first shield with a Drill Run. We sneak a poison jab. We will manage to survive this second lunge. We will get to another Drill Run. I think even double debuff, this should do enough. You can see these resisted poison jabs have done huge damage. Doesn't actually take him out, so we come in and snipe with Sableye. We're now ahead on energy and up shields. They now bring in a Galarian Stunfisk. This is just a rock slide. They haven't even built up to the earthquake, so there's absolutely no chance I am shielding. Shadow Sableye does hit super hard, so 2 foul plays will be enough to KO. Unfortunately, we did allow a mod shot through. However, we are going to outpace to this second foul play. Is the opponent willing to burn their final shield? No, they are not. What have they got in the back? They have a 1-shielded Swampert, so this foul play will definitely draw the opponent's last shield, and I'll make a swap into my own Swampert. And all we've got to do now is shield the opponent's 2 Hydro Cannons, as they're almost at the back-to-back. So I'm going to shield this first one up. 1 Hydro Cannon does not KO from full health, but it does get us super low. There's no point in flexing unnecessarily, so I'm going to shield the second one up. We're already at the move, and this Hydro Cannon is going to be enough to clutch out this game. So off to a 3-0 start. In the next battle, we see the battle of the Shadow Poison Jab users. We've got our Shadow Beedrill versus Shadow Skunktank. So both Pokemon are resisting each other's poison jabs. However, we can hit for super effective with Drill Run. They can hit for super effective with Flamethrower. My opponent has some giant fucking testicles. They call the bait. X-Scissor is neutral though, so we do manage to farm down with 1 shield, and out comes a Walrein. We are loaded full of energy, so we're just going to fire off as many X-Scissors as possible. The opponent still isn't giving up a shield, so try and try again. Let's see if the opponent wants to shield this one up. Yes, they do. They're committing to the Powder Snow down. Shadow Beedrill, you absolute fucking monster. You won the opening matchup and grabbed both shields from the opponent. We now switch out into Sableye, as we don't want to get farmed down. Earthquake lands, it does huge damage. They switch out into Swampert. Swampert really isn't going to appreciate a foul play with no shields. The first one does land. It looks like the opponent's trying to get to back-to-back moves. They are unable to do so, so Sableye is going to take out the Swampert. Back out comes the Walrein. They do take us out. However, our full health Swampert with a shield really hasn't got too much to worry about. The opponent reaches an Icicle Sphere. I'm going to shield this up, and as it is a Beedrill showcase, our switch timer pops up and 1 poison jab simultaneously KOs, and we take that game. GG's and thanks for playing, and off to a 4-0 start. Can we clutch out the perfect 5-0? We're about to find out. So in the 5th and final battle of the set, we lead Beedrill into Vigoroth. This is pretty good as we do resist counter. However, stab body slams from Vigoroth are no joke. It does around 6% of our health. We are going to go straight for the Hail Mary of Drill Run. If this goes unshielded, it will KO. Vigoroth does not shield, so we win the lead, and we have some residual energy. Out comes Whiscash. We are going to chip it with an X-Scissor. The opponent chooses to shield. Whiscash is super bulky, so I'm a bit puzzled by that play. It looks like the opponent is going for an aggressive farm down, so we fire off another X-Scissor. We've now got this Vigoroth into the yellow, and it's a CMP tie, so best case scenario for us. However, they have over-farmed heavily. We're going to bring in Sableye because these Shadow Claws do really chunk. I'm going to shield up, respecting the Blizzard. It's just a Mud Bomb. So the next one I am going to let go through, as they aren't at the energy for a Blizzard, and we are going to commit to the farm down. Mud Bomb lands, we're still super healthy, and what is hiding in the back? It is another super spicy pick of Berserker, so we do draw the opponent's shield. The opponent sees our Swampert, and they want absolutely none of the work from Shadow Swampert, as they would get one shot by a Hydro Cannon, especially with the extra mod shot damage. So that was my last set I did play in the Open Great League with Shadow Beedrill, and it is an absolute fucking monster, as you can see by the perfect 5-0. So on a side note, you need to get a Swampert if you don't have one already. It is one of the best PvP mon in the game, and the Community Day Classic is coming next month. I think it's April the 12th. Don't quote me on that, but something like that. It's mid-April. Make sure you get a Swampert because it's super accessible for everyone, especially with the Community Day. In the Great League, mine's only level 19. In the Ultra League, I think it's like level 30. It's only 10k or 12k if you use a Shadow to unlock the second charge move. And it is a Pokemon you will pick up some big wins with. So I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.